Good morning, students. Hope you all are good and you all are safe at home. Now, we are doing linear programming problems, and let's do the next problem related with investment. Now, the question is, a retired person has 70,000 to invest, and two types of bonds are available in the market for investment. First type of bond yields an annual income of 8% on amount invested, and second type of bond yield 10% per annum. As per the norms, he has to invest minimum of 10,000 in first type and not more than 30,000 in second type. How should be how should he plan his investment so as to get maximum return after 1 year of investment? Okay, now the question is saying a person is having 70,000 and he wants to invest in two types of bonds. Let it be bond A and bond B. Now, the amount invested in bond A, that is rupees X, and we have taken the another assumption is that bond B's investment is rupees Y, and again he's actually saying the about asking about maximum return. That means it will give us z's equation. So let the return is equals to z. So bond a bond A, I have taken X amount that should be invested in bond A and Y amount should be invested in bond B, and return is 8% and 10%. As per the question, that amount 8% on on bond A and 10% on bond B. So return is 8% and 10%. And of course, in last line, he is asking how should he plan his investment so as to get maximum return. So it will give us z. So z is equals to 8% of x plus 10% of y. So percent means 8 by 100, 8x by 100 and 10y by 100 is equals to 8x plus 10y by 100. Now z is this. Now we are just reading the question once again. The very first line is saying a retired person has 70,000 to invest. That means he is having 70,000. He can invest 70,000 or less than 70,000. So the very first inequality is x plus y less than or equals to 70,000. Next he is saying that we are on third line. As per the norms, he has to invest a minimum of 10,000 in first type and not more than 30,000 in second type. So he's saying minimum of 10,000. That means 10,000 he should invest or more than that. So I am using here greater than or equals to. And again he's saying that he should invest 30,000, not more than 30,000 in second type. That means y should be equals to 30,000 or lesser than that. And of course, the last two inequalities are x comma y greater than or equals to 0, because he can invest rupees x in bond A or rupees y in bond B. It can be 0 or it can be more than 0, but amount cannot be negative. So x and y should be greater than or equals to 0 and together will form first quadrant. So that means our shading will be in first quadrant. Now we'll solve this equation. For the equations, the equation is x plus y is equals to 70,000, because the very first inequality was x plus y less than or equals to 70,000. So the very first equation is x plus y equals to 70,000, and when we have solved it, we'll get points. Whenever x is 0, y is 70,000, and whenever y is 0, x is 70,000. And if we'll substitute 0 0 0 0 0 0 is of course not lying on line, because 0 plus 0 is equals to 70,000. It's not possible. So 0 0 lying on inequality x plus y less than or equals to 70,000 will get, it is true case. And another line is, another inequality is x greater than or equals to 10,000. So x is equals to 10,000. I have taken the second equation. So substitute, whenever we'll substitute 0 0, because 0 0 is again not lying on this line. X is equals to 10,000 because y is not here, x is 0, so 0 is not equals to 10,000. So that's the 0 is 0 0 is not lying on this equation. So we'll substitute in inequality x greater than or equals to 10,000. When we'll substitute, the condition is 0 greater than or equals to 10,000. We know that 0 is neither equals to nor greater than 10,000. So the condition is false. And another line is, because we had y is less than or equals to 30,000. So we have the third equation, y is equals to 30,000. And again, when we can substitute 0 0 because it is not lying on line. So we'll substitute 0, we'll get the situation true. Now we'll draw the graph. What the graph is saying, we have the very first equation is x plus y equals to 70,000, and the points are 0 70,000 and 70,000 0. So we'll plot the points. I have taken the gap of 10,000. So here's the 70,000, 0 70,000, and here it is 70,000 comma 0. So after joining these 2 points, we'll get a line x plus y equals to 70,000. Now the condition is true. Here's the condition is true. So the shading will towards 0 0. So here's a 0 0. So shading will towards 0 0. I have already marked the arrow towards 0 0. Now the another is x is equals to 10,000. So it is a straight line. It will be parallel to y-axis. So here it is 10,000. So it is a just parallel line to y-axis. X is equals to 10,000. And here's the condition is false. That means, and taken the point 0 0. That means false condition is saying away from 0 0. So shading towards away from 0 0. So I have already marked arrows away from 0 0 because 0 0 is this side and arrows are that side. That means on right hand side, and 0 0 is on left hand side. Now another equation was y is equals to 30,000. That means the line becomes parallel to x-axis. So here it is y is equals to 30,000. 30,000 y is equals to 30,000 is a straight line parallel to x-axis, and here's the condition is true. So true means shading towards 0 0. Here's a 0 0 is this side, so shading towards this side. So this is the area you have already seen. This is the feasible region where all three shadings, this line shading, this line shading, and this line shading meeting. Three lines were there and three shadings are meeting at this region. So this is a feasible region. So this is a closed region. You are watching that this is a closed region. I have named it A, B, C, D, the corner point. So what is A? A is, you are watching that A is 10,000. It is on x-axis at 10,000. So A point is 10,000 comma 0. Another point is B point. What is B? B is saying here's the x-axis is 10,000. It is the intersection of point of two lines. First line is x. This is x line. X is equals to 10,000 and y is equals to 30,000. So it gives directly the point 10,000 comma 30,000. And this is the C point. Again intersection point of this line and this line. Still we don't know about C. We'll find it later on. Now let's think about point D. D is on x-axis and it is on 70,000. That means D point is 70,000 comma 0. Now let's find C. You are watching that C is the intersection point of y is equals to 30,000 and this line. This is x plus y equals to 70,000. So when we'll substitute y is equals to 30,000 here, we'll get x is equals to 40,000. So we have the point 40,000 comma 30,000. Now we have all 4 points. We'll find the value of Z on all these points. I've already calculated. Now, the very first point is 10,000, 0. Another point is 10,000, 30,000. The next point is 40,000, 30,000. And the last point is 70,000, 0. Now, on 10,000, 0, Z's value is 800. Because Z was 8x plus 10y upon 100. So, calculated the value, it is 800. On another point, 10,000, 30,000. The Z value is 3,800. On 40,000, 30,000, the Z value is 6,200. And on 70,000, 0, Z value is 5,600. From all these values, the first value is 800, second is 3,800, third one is 6,200 and another is 5,600. From all 4 values, we are watching that 6,200 is the maximum value. So, as per the question was, how should he plan his investment so as to get maximum return? So he wanted maximum return. So this is the maximum value, 6,200. So the maximum return will be 6,200, and maximum amount that he should invest in bond A. This is the value of X. X is the investment he should invest in bond A, and this is Y. And Y is the investment he should invest in bond B. So bond A's investment is rupees 40,000 and bond B's investment is rupees 30,000. Hope this question is clear to you. Let's do another question. Another question statement is, a man has rupees 1,500 for the purchase of rice and wheat. A bag of rice and a bag of wheat cost rupees 180 and rupees 120 respectively. He has a storage capacity of 10 bags only. That means he can store 10 bags. He earns a profit of rupees 11 and rupees 9 respectively per bag of rice and wheat. Formulate LPP and solve it graphically for maximum profit. That means maximum word is with profit. That means it will give us Z. Now first of all, we'll form the table. There are 2 type of ingredients we have. First one is rice and another one is wheat. We don't know about their bags. So we have substituted that let the number of rice bags is equals to X. Let the number of wheat bags is equals to Y. Now its cost is, the question is saying that bag of rice and bag of wheat cost is rupees 180 and rupees 120 respectively. So cost is rupees 120 of rice and 180 of rice and 120 of wheat. And wheat bags are rice bags are X and wheat bags are Y. So cost is rupees 180 for rice and 120 for wheat. Now he has a storage capacity of 10 bags. Total he is having X and Y bags because rice bags are X and wheat bags are Y. So X plus Y is less than or equals to 10, because maximum of 10 bags or less than, that means he can store 10 bags or less than 10 bags. So X plus Y less than or equals to 10. The very first inequality, the very first constraint we get is X plus Y less than or equals to 10. Next line is saying he earns a profit of rupees 11 and rupees 9 respectively per bag of rice and wheat. So here we have mentioned profit, rupees 11 on rice and rupees 9 on wheat. So of course maximum profit. Question is saying maximum profit. So profit gives us the function Z. So Z is equals to 11x plus 9y. This is our Z's function. So we found one inequality and Z's function. Now second thing, we have the cost 180 per bag, because a bag of rice, the rice cost is rupees 180. That means it is one bag's cost, and the total rice bags are X bags. So 180x plus 120y. A man is having rupees 1,500. Again It is just like investment. So if he want to invest by purchasing rice and wheat, and he's having 1500, then it's up to that person, whether he wants to invest rupees 1500 to purchase all those things, or less than that. So 180x plus 120y less than or equals to 1500. It's up to him whether he wants to purchase rice and wheat of rupees 1500 or less than that amount, because he's having 1500 maximum. And another x and y should be greater than or equals to 0, because x and y are nothing, these are number of rice bags, and number cannot be number of rice bags. We cannot say that I'm having minus 10 books, or I cannot say that I'm having minus 5 bags. So x and y cannot be negative, it is greater than or equals to 0, and together they will form first quadrant. Inequalities or constraints we already found out, and we have this function z. So we need the maximum solution. So this is the same question that we did in the previous question. We did the same criteria. We have the constraints and we can solve just like the previous question. Hope this question you can solve it on your own. If any problems comes, then you can contact with us. And thank you so much.